So today we're going to be looking at the May-June 2013 Caribbean History Paper 1 for CXC, for CSEC. Alright, so that's May-June 2013 Caribbean History Paper 1 for CSEC. Alright, so let's just jump into it one time. Alright, number 1. Which of the following statements is true of both Jamaica and Cuba at the time of Columbus's arrival in the Caribbean? And this is very similar to the 2015 paper. And the answer here is B. They were inhabited by the Taínos. Number 2. Which of the following best describes the religious practices of the Kalinagos and Taínos? All right, C. Nature worship, and ancestor worship. Number 3. Which of the following statements are true of the Kalinagos? And the best answer is C. They adopted many Taínos customs. They were skilled sailors and fishermen, and they fiercely resisted the Spanish. Number 4, ornaments worn by the Taino leaders were often made of, and the best answer here is A, gold. All right, number 4, the best answer is A, gold. Number 5, which of the following best explains why many Kalinago women spoke the Taino's language? And the best answer here is C. Taino women were often captured by Kalinago warriors. Number 6, which is the correct order from most to least powerful of European social groups in the 1400s? And the best answer here is kings, priests, merchants, and peasants. Kings, priests, merchants, and peasants. That's D. All right, number 7. Christopher Columbus sailed west mainly because he wanted to find a passage to the east. So the answer is B, find a passage to the east. All right, moving right along nicely. Number 8. A lovely map of the Caribbean, the Great Antilles. All right, which of the following islands was the first Spanish settled establishment? And the best answer, of course, is Hispaniola, which is C, number 3. Number 9 refers to the following statement. The authorities began to practice of allowing Spaniards to collect tributes from the Indians. In return, the Spaniards had to see the Indians were protected and converted to Christianity. This practice referred to in this statement was known as, of course, D, the encomienda system. D, the encomienda system. Number 10, which of the following statements are true of the British Caribbean colonies in the 1800s? Is it that they imported most of their food? They depended heavily on trade with Britain. They had developed strong navies, to defend their roots. They had developed strong navies to defend their roots. And of course, the best answer for number 10 is A. Okay, A. 1 and 2. They imported most of their foods, of course, because they only produce a certain kind of food. And 2, they depended heavily on trade with Britain. All right. Number 11. Laws passed in British colonies to regulate the ratio of black population to the whites were called, and the answer for number 11 is B, deficiency laws. Number 12. Which practice made it most difficult for the captive Africans to revolt during the Middle Passage? And the best answer here is, of course, C. They were separated from other members of their tribe, so they can't communicate. Separated from other members of their tribe. Number 13. Which of the following did not occur in Africa as a result of the trade in enslaved Africans? And the best answer for 13 is A, uniting of Africa under European rule. Number 14. Which of the following means of protest were used by captive Africans during the Middle Passage? And the best answer for number 14 is C, which is refusing to eat, attacking the crew, and committing suicide. All right, so this is the 2013 May-June paper 1 for history, Caribbean history. All right, number 15. Which of the following is true of the enslaved persons in the British Caribbean? And the best answer for number 15 is D, which is they were encouraged by their masters to farm on small provision grounds. 16. Which of the following were consequences of the Haitian Revolution? Is it A, 1 and 2, B, 1 and 3, C, 2 and 3, or D, 1, 2, and 3? And of course, the best answer here for number 16 is B, which is 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 says that all enslaved Africans were freed, and the colony gained political independence. Okay, so that's Haitian Revolution we're talking about here. Number 17. All the following were leaders of the enslaved Africans in the Haitian Revolution, except, of course, Napoleon Bonaparte. All right, Napoleon was actually the French leader. Okay, so Napoleon Bonaparte is not an African. All right, 18. Which of the following was not a similarity between the Maroons of Jamaica and those of Suriname? And the best answer for number 18 is A. They both signed peace treaties with the British. Number 19. The Free Colored of St. Domingue revolted in 1790 because they, and the best answer here, were dissatisfied with their status in society. That's the best answer right there. They were dissatisfied with their status in society. So that's B. Number 20. A major cause of the Boston Revolt of 1816 in Barbados was the belief that emancipation was being delayed. So that's number 20 is A. Okay, they thought it was being delayed. Number 21. Lord Mansfield is most closely associated with the declaration that slavery was illegal in England. So that's A. Slavery was illegal in England. 22. Which of the following was the main purpose for the policy of amelioration? And the best answer for number 22 is D. To improve the conditions of the enslaved in the British Caribbean. 23. Which of the following were the main objectives of the British government in introducing the apprenticeship system? And the best answer for that one is B, which is 1 and 2 and 1 and 3, sorry. And 1 and 3 says to prepare the formerly enslaved for full freedom, and 3 to facilitate the transition from enslavement to freedom. 24. The stipendiary magistrates were appointed mainly to, and the best answer here is C. The best answer for 24 is C, which is 2, 3, and 4 only, and 2 is report on the problems of the apprentices. 3, settle disputes between planters and apprentices, and 4, try all the court cases involving apprentices. All right. Number 25. Which of the following factors encourage the formerly enslaved persons to remain on the estates in Antigua and Barbados? And the best answer here is C, which is 2 and 3. And 2 reads they had access to cottages on the estate, and 3, they had opportunities to grow crops on plantation land. Number 26. Which of the following groups were mainly used by British Caribbean planters as migrant workers in the period after 1833, which is emancipation? And the answer here is B, the Indians. Okay, the answer is B, the Indians. 27. Most of the Chinese immigrants were brought to the British Caribbean during the period of 1850 to 1900. 1850 to 1900. So the best answer here is D. 28. Guyana and Trinidad receive a larger number of Indian immigrants than other Caribbean colonies, mainly because, and the best answer for 28 is A, the planters in both colonies needed more laborers. 29. Which factor best explains why East Indians did not return home after the period of indentureship was over? And the best answer for number 29 is A, some of them accepted grants of money or land. All right, 30. Halfway to go. Majority of immigrants brought to work in the British Caribbean in the years between emancipation and the First World War were employed as unskilled laborers. Okay, unskilled laborers. 30. So 30 is D, unskilled laborers. 31. Which of the following best explains why missionaries helped the formerly enslaved persons to create villages? And so the best answer for 31 is A, villages facilitate churches and schools. 32. There were more free villages in Jamaica than there were in Barbados, mainly because, of course, in Jamaica more land was available for settlement. So that's A. Okay. 33. Which group of territories contain most crown lands? And the best answer here is D, Guyana, Jamaica, and Trinidad. Of course, those are the bigger islands, so they have more crown lands. All right, 34. Okay, so this statement refers, you use 34 relates to 34 and 35. All right. So William Knibbs foresaw the planters would try to force extra work from their free laborers by increasing rents on homes and on estates. To which territory is the statement referring to? And the best answer here for 34 is B, Jamaica. 35. What action did NIB take to assist freed Africans to acquire land? And the best answer here is 35 is to establish free villages. So 35 is C. All right, to establish free villages. 36 refers to the following quotation. And if an apple severed by the tempest from the native tree cannot choose but fall to the ground, Cuba, incapable of self-support, can gravitate only towards the North American Union. All right, Eric Williams from Columbus to Castro. So the question here now, by which agreement the US make Cuba gravitate towards the North American Union? And the best answer for 36 is, of course, A, the Platt Amendment. The Platt Amendment. All right, 37. Which of the following was the immediate cause of the U.S. declaration of war against Spain in 1898? And of course, the answer here is B. The USS Maine was blown up in Havana Harbor. 38. Which of the following situations was as a result of Puerto Rico becoming a Commonwealth in 1952? And the best answer for 38 is, of course, D. Puerto Rico became a self-governing country associated with the United States. 39. Fidel Castro overthrew the government of Batista by, and the answer is B, joining forces with foreign powers. Okay, he and Che Guevara joined forces for the Cuban Revolution. All right, 40. Which of the following did the United States view as a valid reason to intervene in the internal affairs of the Caribbean countries in the early 20th century? And the best answer is all of these, which is to prevent foreign intervention considered harmful to the U.S. investment, 2, to promote orderly and stable government in the region, and 3, to secure the approaches to the Panama Canal. So the answer is D, 1, 2, and 3. Number 40. Which of the following was not true about the West Indian disturbances of the 1930s? Number 41, the best answer here is B. They were supported by foreign agitators. 42, which of the following statements best describe the focus of the Moyne Commission? And the best answer for 42 is D. To investigate the economic, social, and political situation in which colonies and to make recommendations. So that's the Moyne Commission, D. 43, the best answer here is C. 43, during the post-1938 period, trade unions in the British Caribbean sought mainly C. Improve wages and living conditions of workers. 44, Marcus Garvey is best remembered for his, and the best answer for 44 is B. Teaching on black nationalism. All right, that's Marcus Garvey teaching on black nationalism. 45, which of the following factors were responsible for the general unrest in the British Caribbean during the 1930s? And the answer here is D, all of the above, which is a high level of unemployment, the inadequate education system, and an increased awareness of injustice towards workers. 46, in which order did the following countries gain political independence? And you have Guyana, Jamaica, and Grenada. And of course, we have Jamaica going first, then Guyana, and then Grenada. So the answer here is B, which is Jamaica, then Guyana, and then Grenada. 47. By the referendum of 1961, Jamaica decided to, and the answer for this one, of course, is withdraw from federation. Withdraw from federation. All right. 1 from 10 leaves 0. All right, 48. The first Caribbean country to gain its independence was number 48, and the answer is A, Haiti. All right, way back when, Haiti. 49. Under Crown Colony government, the colonial office expected its governors and other officials to 49. D, cooperate with the wealthy planters in governing the colonies. All right, 50. 10 more to go. Which of the Caribbean territories were assimilated by France in 1946? In 1946. And of course, we all know that today. The answer is D, Guadeloupe, French Guiana, and Martinique. Because today they're still under the French rule. All right, Guadeloupe, French Guiana, and Martinique. All right, 51. Colonialism may be described as the B. Settlement and exploitation of one country by another. All right, so it's B. The settlement and exploitation of one country by another. 52. Which of the following statements describe universal adult suffrage? And the best answer here is A. The rights of all citizens of a specified age to vote. Universal adult suffrage. A. The right of all citizens of a specific age to vote. All right, 53. In which area of the African continent was the transatlantic trade in captive Africans mainly conducted? And the answer for 53 is B. West Africa. West Africa. 54. Which of the following countries have never been colonized by Spain? The answer is C. St. Kitts and Antigua. St. Kitts and Antigua. All right, item 55 refers to the following chart, which shows the sugar production in 4 British Caribbean territories in 1815 to 1894. All right, so that's the chart right here. All right, so 55, which of the following trends in production between 1815 and 1894 is indicated in the chart above? And the answer is D. Sugar production in territory 1 declined steadily, dropping between 1815 and 1894. Number 56. What was the correct order of the abolition process? All right. So here we go. What's the correct order? First, you had the abolition of the slave trade, which is D. So the abolition of the slave trade, then amelioration, then emancipation, and then apprenticeship. Okay. So amelioration, the slave trade got abolished first, then amelioration, then emancipation, and then apprenticeship. 57. Which of the following person is not associated with the place with which he is peered? And the answer here, of course, is C. Thomas Warner and Trinidad. Okay, this is the correct answer. C. Thomas Warner and Trinidad. Thomas Warner settled on St. Kitts. All right, 58. Which of the following British Caribbean territories was first granted adult suffrage? First granted adult suffrage, and the answer is A. Jamaica. All right, Jamaica. 59. In which chronological order did the following industries develop in the Caribbean? All right, you have petroleum, tobacco, sugar, banana. So how does it go? The first one was tobacco, then sugar, then banana, then petroleum. So the answer is C, which is tobacco first, then sugar, then banana, and then petroleum. And last but not least, 60. Which of the following factors would have been least likely to influence British Caribbean leaders to seek independence? All right, number 60. Again, which of the following factors would have been least likely to influence British Caribbean leaders to seek independence? And the best answer here is A, the example of the French Caribbean leaders who favored Commonwealth status. All right, so that's it for the May-June 2013 paper 1 for Caribbean history. All right, so just scroll back up, go through the questions again, and make sure you match and see what's going on. All right, so that's it for now. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell for when another video drops.